the world? This is your man Jay Leagues, and you're back rocking with the Culture Cure. I got my favorite people in the world with me today. What's up? How y'all doing?
Great.
Aaron, Carla, Aaron.
I'm I'm great.
You good? Hey Tiff,
It's
what
been
was
a
that
great
that you
week.
just put on the screen? What was that again?
It was just I was scrolling and I saw it.
That is so sad. That is so sad.
It's like
Oh, I look.
I feel like I know black women who look.
That was my latchkey teacher.
the scarf
She
is
looked
what did it
just
for me
like
because
that,
that's
and I
who
would call her name,
Mm,
but I don't want to offend nobody.
uh,
God
that
rest her
that
soul, because I know she probably
that
ain't
part
here.
down the middle is what did it for me. So, ladies, how,
Ooh-wee.
how was your week? Aaron, how was your week? What's
Uh,
going on?
my week has been busy, but it went by really fast. It's been yeah, yeah. I'm glad tomorrow's Friday, but it's been a good week.
Okay. All
Hell, it
right.
could be worse.
Okay. Sorry, how was your week?
Friday my week was very busy, but Monday I got to really have like a do nothing day, and I needed that so bad. Like it was a true
Mm.
staycation. Like literally
Damn, I
stayed
forgot the
in the
holiday
bed
just
all
passed.
day. That's probably why the week went by so fast for you. Stayed in the bed all
Mhm.
day, just binge watch TV. That was the
Mhm.
reset that I needed to jump right back in, and now it's full speed ahead.
Tip.
oh I had a good week. Well, I had a really, really, really good Monday. My family got together and we celebrated the holiday in such an epic way. But back to work, it was riddled with its level of stress that I'm just not um just capable of dealing with right now. Like I just think that it's super, super hard dealing with stress in COVID, and it's like no real release. It's no outlets. It's just it's hard, but we'll have a better week
Yeah.
next week and keep moving forward.
Well, I'm still in training, so it's been just a information overload for me
Oh
in my
yeah.
new position. So that's
How's the new? How is it so far though?
well, the first part is kind of basic knowledge because it kind of overlaps from my old position. So um, we have some people in the training class that are
What
new
are
to the
you?
company. I'm an underwriter now, so I used to
Oh,
be a,
that's right.
a mortgage
Excuse me.
originator. Yeah,
My bad.
no problem. Yeah, so
Uh-huh.
um, yeah, so just a lot of basic terminology and stuff. Like I said, because there's a lot of people coming into the position that haven't done anything in the realm at all. So it's been pretty cool kind of getting that refresher. But like I said, information overload, like any other training would be, they just throw a whole lot at you, and hopefully some of it sticks, and then you can go research what doesn't stick, because you're
Yeah.
not gonna hold it all. But it's the week, like I said, is like Soraya said, is
Isn't that part of every job nowadays?
yeah, they just throw everything at you, whatever sticks, and then
And then
you
Happy
everything else you
coworkers.
gotta Google.
yeah you
You
figure
gotta
out the
Google it,
rest.
YouTube. Yeah.
As long as you, I guess, get the basics of whatever type of
Yeah.
programming you have to use, or how to maneuver through whatever um, documents or files, whatever you have to do. If it's submit here or download there, whatever. Like you got the basic functionality, you can kind of figure it out. Or I've
Yeah.
heard this a lot lately. A lot of companies want you to make the mistake because you will learn from it. Because it's like, depending on what it is, we'd rather for you make that mistake, figure it out, and then we go from there. So, but it's been cool. Like Saran said, the week just kind of flew by because of the holiday. So that was cool. But yeah, just getting prepared for the show and all that, and trying to, as you can see, I got some new merch on. Getting
I
ready to get this
see.
get
I was
this
going
out
to
here.
notice that, but
Where's
Yeah,
mine? Yeah.
yeah, I
Right.
got you. But
Do
just
you?
working on this stuff, and it's always something to do. Uh, dropped the two, dropped last week's show today, so we got to start promoting that, and dropped a couple of other videos that we had not put up, but of course the audio has been up. I think the last video I put up today, well, oldest video I put up today was one from when we were talking about the young lady that I guess got freed from.
Centoya Brown.
Yeah.
I
That's the
watched
video.
a documentary about. You know what? Matter of fact, now that we on the topic, if y'all have time, it's a documentary about her on Netflix.
Mm.
If you go watch it, you probably won't be so like, oh, free Centoya. It's too late now. I
Give us
dead
a
ass
synopsis.
because no, when you hear the story of like how they found him and everything like that, I'm like,
It was brutal.
oh, and you left with his car. I
Uh,
don't want to. I don't want to give it away,
Just
I
but
tell
I
it.
think
mean,
y'all.
but not
I
even
think y'all
just
should.
giving it
I
a.
think y'all should really watch it because it'll change. I think social media is like, changing our perception of things without even knowing the facts. And since Rihanna was the first one to speak out about her and was like free Centoya, right? Everybody made a big deal about it because she was so young. But when you actually look at how the scene and things were set up, it was kind of like, or at least to me, I was like, she fucking robbed him and wanted his shit. Like,
I mean, I'll give it a gander,
I'm
but
just saying what it look. You should look at it.
no, I'll give it.
I know it's an old story, but you should look at it.
No, I'll give it a watch, but I think it has to be a lot in that to make me change my opinion because at the end of the day, she was still trafficked. Like she was,
You're right.
she like it's a lot of psychological things that go to
I
play.
agree.
So, regardless of what she did and how she did it, that she wasn't a regular person that was just attacked, or she wasn't a regular person that just decided to do something. Like her mentality was totally different at that time.
You're
At
right.
least
But
to my opinion.
the way they made it sound like she wasn't attacked at all. Just watch it. It's
Well, no,
very
I'm not
intense.
talking about
Who's
that
behind
particular.
the
Be a part of this
documentary?
documentary.
Okay, sorry. 5 questions at the same time. What was it?
I said,
Was
who's
she a part?
behind this documentary? Like,
Oh, I don't know.
I
I
think
think
that that's a
Netflix.
factor. Well, no, but like who put it out? Because you
yeah,
choose to skew it
Um,
whatever way
yeah,
your personal feelings are.
yeah.
right.
Now I will say this: while she was in prison, she got her stuff together. Like she got her degree and everything. Like she is basically like, I want to be like a good citizen in society. Like you can't really deny that. Like she put a lot of work in while she was in there. So I don't know. Look it over. Maybe we
Well,
can talk about it next week or something. I don't know, but
yeah, we give it a watch.
it was
So,
good.
um, yeah. So, Big Sean's album. Anybody give it a listen? I've listened to it. It's an easy ride. I like it. He's got a lot of great collaborations on it. I like it. What y'all think?
I've not heard the whole thing. I've heard a lot about it. I'm sorry, I've heard a lot of it and a lot about it, but I've heard a lot of it. I really like the stories that he has on there. I think those were like a dope piece to add, especially like with the Detroit connection. I mean, I'm for anything. I'm all things Detroit, and especially on a grander scale that he is always choosing to shine that light on Detroit. And then his lyrics were pretty decent for me. So overall, it was good. So
Yeah,
from what I've heard.
I really like it. I've listened to it a couple of times actually, and for me, I feel like it's one of those albums that you can kind of let play, start to finish. It's a nice chunk of songs that I really like, and same thing. Like I like his lyrics. I don't always love the style that comes out of our city. So I really like. I was trying to word
Say what
that
it is.
nicely.
Go ahead and say what you want to say,
um, so
because I feel exactly the same.
yeah, like it's not,
No one
that's
can
not
catch
my
the beat.
go-to.
Me too. Everybody's so aggressive.
No one can catch the
Yeah,
beat.
I can't relate to all of that too, like that they be talking about. So the stuff he's talking about, it's either like party or he's on his Zen stuff. That might be because of his girlfriend. I don't know, but I really like it. I think it's a dope album, and I've been playing it ever since. It
I
came.
have not listened to it yet, but I will be.
Mhm.
Um,
Didn't you go to Cass?
I did,
I thought you
or
would have.
he did.
Thought you would have
Both of
supported.
y'all did.
Stop.
Thought you would have
Stop.
supported a little better than that, but maybe not.
Cut it out. I've been a little busy. First of all, some people's albums, FYI, I like to actually sit down and listen to it from beginning to end. I don't want to do let me listen to one song and then 2 days later I listen to another. I want to sit down and actually listen to it. And he's someone that I actually appreciate. So I'm going to actually listen to the whole album from beginning to end. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you was mentioning something about Netflix being canceled. We canceling Netflix now? What's going on?
No, we not.
So, I actually just stumbled upon this today, but apparently this has been going on for a while. There's this whole boycott Netflix, cancel Netflix hashtag going around because of an indie film that they recently released called Cuties. So this film, I think, is based in France. I tried to watch a little bit of it on my lunch break, but that was totally impossible. But basically the concern is that this movie is hypersexualizing young girls. They're calling it pedophilia. And there's a trailer of it. I can show it to y'all separately. We don't have to show it on here. But I will show you one of the cover pictures. And to me, the trailer looked very racy. From what I started in it, it didn't look bad. Basically, the premise, I think the girl is 11 or 12. It's a Muslim young lady. And the premise is that she takes interest in this dance team. But the dance team is twerking, hip hop, rah-rah type of thing. And I guess a lot of the film shows them doing this up close. And so people feel like it's over-sexualized. This is one of the cover pictures.
I share my screen. Can y'all see that?
Wait, so
I share my screen.
It's an independent film or a Netflix film?
It's an indie film that Netflix has put up. So the whole thing was they didn't want Netflix to put it up. They were, before it even came out, the trailer came out, and people were saying, no, don't post this film, don't release it, this is inappropriate, it's hypersexualizing young girls, and Netflix released it anyway. So now people are saying that they're wrong.
They're mad because Netflix didn't listen to them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
Gotcha.
I know, Tiff, you said you had heard a little bit about this. Did you watch the trailer? Did you see the trailer that they?
I didn't see the trailer. I saw stills from the movie, which, I mean, obviously I don't know the context. If it's a dance team, if you can stop it on any part and it kind of can be perceived as inappropriate. But the pictures that I did see, they looked fairly inappropriate.
Out of control.
Well, just 9-10-year-olds, I just don't think that that's okay.
You want to see that?
Oh, unfortunately, yeah.
Is Tessa Thompson in it?
They're supposed to be 11 and 12.
Oh, it says she's defending it.
Oh.
Yeah, 11-year-old becomes fascinated with a twerk team. So yeah, I saw the trailer and it did look racy. Oh my goodness, what's going on? So I can get why people are saying that. It is unfortunate.
But can't you just boycott the film instead of Netflix for supporting?
Well, you know how people take things to the extreme. And honestly, I hadn't heard a lot about cancel culture recently, so I was surprised to see that that's still going on and people are
this right here is a little wild. I'm gonna show you.
You watching it?
Nah, I'm not. Just another still.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a little wild.
Yeah.
11.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way social media works now, because it's such a huge just thing that they have so much control. The internet and trolls and shit, just regular people. You can get a movement rolling and kind of force hands of corporations and companies. And I think, I haven't seen it. I don't have any intentions on seeing it, so I can't make a determination if it's, appropriate or inappropriate. Right.
Yeah.
But I think that people use that power to try to get their agenda across.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. So are you also saying that you think they're just mad because they didn't get their way?
I mean, I don't know because I've not seen. I don't want to say like, oh yeah, for sure they're absolutely mad, but they could have
Yeah.
cause because it could be very inappropriate.
Yeah.
When you dealing
Because
with
sometimes I think things get twisted, right? Like you start off fighting for one thing, but then you in the end are fighting because you weren't listened to. Like because they didn't do what you wanted.
So you feel like it
Essentially,
should have been left at boycott the movie, not and if Netflix posted
no,
it.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is like, oh, they were like, okay, don't put this movie up. They put it up anyway, and now you're mad because they didn't listen to you. So now you like, oh, let's shut down Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you're mad because they didn't listen to you when initially you were mad about the content.
Got you. So you just
Well,
You get what I'm saying?
well, they were surprised. They were
Kinda.
surprised. They were trying to suppress. They were trying to suppress the movie, and I guess
Right.
they,
And
petitioned to Netflix to do it. But since Netflix went along with it, it's like, oh, okay, so you don't give a rat's ass. Like
right,
that.
you're not gonna do what I asked you to do. So
We're not even just not do what I asked you to do. You obviously support it because we're not supporting it. We're not supporting it or condoning it, but you obviously do, which is why you allowed it to go through.
See, I just
Y'all
think
really-
it's hard
Y'all
because
really think the
it's
board
a
members of
condone
Netflix
thing.
are like
they don't know or
everything they
give a
put up?
shit.
It's not even an American movie, right? So
Yeah.
if this is what
Yeah.
that culture is asking for or what they want, then I mean,
Now we're
not a
speculating.
condone.
Yeah, but now we're speculating on the culture because let's be honest, there's a lot of things that's been done where there was no one from that culture or no one from that walk of life in that boardroom when this stuff was put out. And stuff was put out, and then it was like,
That's
oh,
a good
my
point.
bad. So we can't say who was in there to say, oh, this is good or this is not good. It could have been all just a business move. And what I'm saying is that people are like, oh, we need to cancel Netflix now because they're not looking at what this is doing or what this is representing. They just focus on the business move. So that's what I'm saying. Like when I say condone, I'm not saying like we condone what's going on, necessarily directly in this movie, but indirectly it's like, hey, we just trying to get money and we don't really care what we putting out.
condone business.
So we don't care what we putting out.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. But we'll see
Long
what
story
happens.
short.
We'll see how that unfolds.
See, now I actually want to watch it because I'm curious of how bad it is.
It is.
Like,
I mean, I may give it a gander to see what it's about because looking at stills and even a trailer, like we've all seen movies.
A trailer,
where a trailer, you be like, oh my God, I gotta go see this. And you get to movies like,
nothing.
And it's trash.
I spent my $14 on this. You know what I'm saying? So
I saw the whole movie in the trailer.
right, you know what I'm saying? So a trailer can be a misrepresentation of what it actually is too. But depending on what's in that trailer, if it's some risque shots, then that one shot by itself could be bad. Like, hey, this is just too far. Even if it was just this one moment, could be too far. But
yeah. Do you think that then the question is, did they purposely the type of stuff in there to lure certain people to watch it? Like, is that part of the marketing?
I mean, you never know.
Who are you trying to lure in? A pedophile?
Maybe. It's a lot of them out here.
I'm not being funny.
But that's
trying to make it. They trying to make it like borderline, like.
Hey, to be honest, man, this on some real conspiracy stuff, but they might do that.
Come on,
man. Be tracking your
trying to catch you.
Trying to catch you.
to catch the predator.
To catch the predator. They gonna track your login.
Maybe you shouldn't be watching it. Just don't watch it under your name. Watch it under mine.
Me either. Because if I'm just doing research, somebody knock on my door on Monday. I'm like, I literally was doing research.
Man, like, good shit.
We need you to come with us.
She's a
Don't
freak.
need to grab your things. You've got everything you need. Don't worry.
Just with us.
Well, we like to have a conversation.
A freak.
Who would talk about your recent search history?
Oh Lord.
No, you don't, girl.
All All right, moving right along here.
Not like that. Oh, well,
Yeah,
whatever.
just like that. Just like what you said.
Move.
Mhm.
Tiff,
So,
I think Tiff has something on her mind regarding something similar.
So since
Actually,
we're talking about
I
Netflix
was trying to respond back, but yeah, we gonna talk. Go ahead.
and
Girl.
TV or whatnot, have you all watched P Valley?
Absolutely.
yes, I love it.
Me too, girl. Like it is such a good show.
It
I'm
is.
so happy for those people. I'm so happy that like Stars chose to put it on. It seems at first it was kind of a hard to get into. Everybody was telling me about it. I watched the first episode and I'm like,
I
this
feel like
is
your
strip
accent.
club. I don't really
getting a little
care.
accent?
Huh?
Sound like
Down at the
you
tank.
you kind of sound like them right now. What's happening?
Working at
Who
the
are
pink.
you?
What is it down in the
down in the valley
where the girls get naked?
if you throwing
Oh,
bands
And
in, you
then
know
you
they
know
go shake it. 1, 2, check 'em.
please.
I love it. It gives me.
Listen,
I hate. I'm gonna put an intro
that
to that.
show
I love it.
has to be shot. Has to be one of the best shows I've seen shot.
It's the cinematography
Like
is amazing.
it's good.
it's like the visuals and then the theme song is weird, but you be like, well, damn,
What the hell?
what
You know what
this?
it
What's
reminds
this
me
gonna
of?
be about? Like, oh my god!
The beginning of it lets you like the intro makes you think like, oh, this might not be a bullshit show. It reminds me of True Blood a little bit, right? Like the New Orleans vibe. Plus, like, oh, there's some like might be some real shit going on in the show.
Listen,
But
they did their thing with that one.
I just like how they
it's a
just
good
kept
show,
it
and it's not my
wanting more.
type. It's
Like
not
the
my type
best.
of show.
You said it's
Yeah.
not.
No,
She
y'all know
likes
the
it
type of
anyway.
show. Y'all know the type of show. It's not, but
She
I
like when
like it
people.
anyway.
She like people that like shoot 'em up, bang bang, stuff blow up.
Right? Yeah, I like gory. I like gory. No, not necessarily. Well, I like gory TV. Right? I like a lot of. Okay, I like a lot of death.
She like Dexter and
I like.
Dexter was good.
Dexter was
I could
amazing.
not get into Dexter for some
What?
reason. I like. I'll try again one day. I like Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, stuff
That
like
ain't
that. I can get with that kind of TV. Game of Thrones is pretty damn gory.
Game of Thrones was good. They let us down in that last season. But we talking
come
about
on,
the
man.
tank right
Right,
We
now.
ain't
we
gotta
talking
talk.
about the tank. We're gonna do it. No, but I love P
I'm on
Valley.
the
Oh my
last
God,
episode. I'm on the last episode.
Uncle Clifford.
Uncle Clifford.
That is my
He.
guy.
My cousin told me he went to Cass,
Really?
which
I didn't
I
even
thought
know he
was
was from here.
crazy. Yes, he went to Cass. Yes.
Wow.
Let me
He's
look
my
at
favorite one on the show.
Weird.
First of all, he's the best actor on that entire show.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
Yeah. Because there's no way in hell. Some of the things he like says and does, and I'm like, there's no way in hell I could do that in front of 50 people. There's no way in hell I could be that person in front of like 50 plus people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just
I
imagine
followed
the
him
actors.
on Instagram.
Imagine the actors that's in the room, let alone the production
Yeah.
on the other side looking at y'all. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
probably like at least 100 people in the room, and you got to do that. I'm like, I couldn't do that shit. And then walking heels too.
Diamonds,
With
big
some,
ass.
with,
I love
It
it.
just seems like that.
What was you
And I
about to
doubt
say?
very seriously as an actor that like he's probably
Nah,
not
he's
like
good.
that in real life. Like he just makes you believe that like he probably really do own a strip club somewhere,
hello.
inspiring these girls. Like what?
He not like that in real life. He a damn good actor.
I truly don't.
I thought that, but see, now
some,
that makes you curious.
Because
right?
you know
That makes
some
you very,
actors they get roles that are very similar to their personality, and it's like
Denzel
they
Washington.
kill it. That like
Denzel is like that at home. I don't care what nobody says. Where's the lie?
He is from Detroit.
Y'all don't think
No,
that?
she's still looking up there. Or even I was watching the Uncensored Lorenz Tate, and he kind of talked about how he does that. Like he tries to bring himself into every role that he plays.
Oh,
You know, so a lot of actors will do that. But
first of all, I thought that several times. I was like, if Uncle Clifford is a straight man with a wife,
ooh, baby,
The other
get that
guy,
man an Emmy.
the rapper, his little boo, he's a straight man with a wife.
Who?
Yeah,
Who's Boo?
yeah,
Uncle
because
Clifford,
he
Boo?
was in
Oh yeah, he's on that
Okay.
Madam C.J. Walker
he's on
So-
movie.
Madam C.J. Walker.
And he got his start like in the streets
By the
of New York.
by the way, did
I think
y'all
he
like
was
that? Because I did not.
I'm sorry, I didn't watch it.
Y'all
That's
need to
all right.
watch the Madam C.J. Walker
You know, you and I feel the
docu-series
same
thing.
about you. We feel the same about Tiffany Haddish. So,
He was
girl,
in it.
Yeah, she played the daughter, but it was all right.
Was it?
I really
it
support.
was all right, but she.
It wasn't her worst, but
It was
okay.
some of the flashbacks. Like it wasn't a seamless situation.
The boxing ring thing was
Yeah, like
Oh, I totally forgot
unnecessary.
about that.
the
Yeah.
flashbacks didn't
And guess what?
it didn't set in properly. But
Guess what?
I mean
If it's supposed to be in the 1920s, stop playing things from 2020.
Oh, the music.
I don't want to hear rap music in the
I don't
background.
mind that if it's
yeah,
if
because
I
it's
do.
I
I don't
just
like
watched
that.
something recently where it was supposed to be
Lovecraft
No.
Country.
First of all,
Yeah.
music is
I
such a
wanna
big
watch
part
It's
of
very
any kind of
weird, but I'm
movie or
entertained.
TV show. Like they literally have people who's it's their job to find music for certain parts of a TV show
Yeah.
or a movie. And if you want to make me think y'all in the 1920s, then do it. Music plays a big part of that.
Trying to hear that 1920s music.
You
That's
not,
a
but it would have
trend
set.
that a
It would
lot
have
of the
definitely.
shows are
It would have
doing.
definitely set the tone for me. If you talking about Madam C.J. Walker, I don't want to hear no trap music in the background.
So that I had that feeling, and I don't know if y'all remember Django. So
Yeah.
I'm not a Quentin Tarantino fan, and I didn't know
What?
Quentin Tarantino. Yeah.
You didn't know who he was before that?
No, I don't.
No,
I
she
knew
said
who
she not a
Quentin
fan.
Tarantino was or is. I just did not like. I don't like his work. And I didn't know it was a Quentin Tarantino movie going. It was just like, hey, you want to go to the movies? Sure. Never even heard of Django.
Have you seen Inglourious Bastards?
Inglorious Bastard? Okay, go ahead though.
When I tell you it pissed me
I
off,
said what
to
I
no
said.
end, I thought that it was a for real like slave movie, and then they started playing Rick Ross out of nowhere. The anger I felt in that movie,
What's happening?
I was like ready to go. Like, you ready? Like we can leave because this ain't it.
Same
I know a
thing.
lot of people had that complaint about Underground, which is still one of my favorite shows, but they played a lot of current music and
I
it
don't
was
like
based in slave time. So
No,
I feel like
it
that's a
doesn't.
thing that people really do. I don't know where it came.
Music is such a sensory kind of thing, right? You can put someone in a place and time
That's
just
true.
on music alone. So why wouldn't you do that if you got a whole scene?
I think that's true, but also like if the song fits, you can get away with it. If it fits, if the words
So did it
But I
fit
feel
for
like
Madam
most of
C.J.
the time
Walker?
it doesn't
Absolutely
well, no, that
not.
didn't happen in Madam C.J. Walker. I get what you're saying.
Not
like,
once.
It fit. A lot of that stuff didn't fit, but if the song fits, I think it can rock. So you just have to know how to execute that, and it won't bother me. But yeah.
Yeah. And that whole story didn't work for me. So, but
But back to
Jank,
Pete Valley. No.
you don't like Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah, everything he put out ain't amazing.
It's weird.
Have y'all seen Inglourious Bastards?
You say that like that was like the
That was
sister
That's one of the
resistance.
best. That's one of the best movies I've ever seen. Like maybe y'all should watch it.
I've seen
watched
it, but I don't
and I
remember.
That
wasn't
wasn't on
that
no. It
I
wasn't on
wasn't that
no like From Dusk
impressed.
Till Dawn. All right, whatever.
I wasn't
I've
that.
seen
I
From
tried.
Dusk Till Dawn. I've seen Pulp Fiction.
Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction
Pulp,
probably would be
Pulp
the
Fiction.
best.
Pulp Fiction wasn't that great to me.
I mean, I just don't like his work. Just
Yep.
like with
And all of them was it Kill Bills he did?
The Hateful Eight was good too.
what's Spike Lee.
Oh.
I hate the his signature.
His
camera
Zoom
that
forward.
route.
Hey,
stand it.
Yeah, I roll every time that
Yeah.
happens. Come on, man.
Like, you still doing this? This
I will say that I didn't care for a lot of his new stuff. His older stuff, maybe because of the nostalgia I like, but
Yeah.
a lot of his new stuff I didn't really care for. So I get you
Right.
on that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. But the old stuff, you
But
know.
Tiffany, I thought you brought up P Valley because you was gonna ask something else.
Oh, go ahead.
I said I thought you were gonna ask.
Well, clearly, you want to talk about it, so go ahead.
Do
Go ahead.
Don't let me hold you up.
do you throw this
Oh,
on me?
Lord.
That's fine. It's fine.
You
I'll
brought
say
it
it again.
up.
Bro, you put it in the chat. It's fine. I
I
made a comment
responded
earlier.
in the chat.
I watched almost all of P Valley, and some of it made it. It was a little it was a
Disturbing.
little
All right
disturbing. It was. I literally okay. Let's put it this way. Every TV show like I'm really into, right? I watch like some serious TV. They usually have like two men having sex, and this time it was like very.
They ain't leave nothing for your imagination.
You did not see them. I mean, well,
Bro,
I've
just because
not
they
seen the
didn't.
last 2 episodes, so I don't know.
Obviously, none of
Okay.
y'all watch Pose because
I don't.
Pose was way more in depth than that.
Okay,
It
well, I'm
didn't
glad you
bother
told
me
me.
because you
But
don't see anything. I think your mind bridges the gap.
your mind does bridge the gap, but it's
Ain't
still
that much of a gap.
You didn't see
The
nothing.
gap like this big that your mind gotta fill in.
Was it? Is that the gap?
No.
Yes. This.
The gap
Okay,
this big,
yes.
baby.
So Jeff, you saw what I saw.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I saw
Okay.
it.
Issue.
And then I did this.
Oh my god,
Bro, I was like, okay. I was like,
Stuff shaking and
I was like-
rattling.
not
I
rattling.
was like, go ahead, Uncle Clifford. Get yours.
so I will say this. Emotionally, I was like really happy for him that he found a boo thing.
Who really
But I was like, I didn't have to see that. And I didn't want to.
You ain't have to see the celebration, huh? 'Cause
Hell no.
To be honest,
like,
I
why that's
squirm on sex scenes regardless, like if it's going
girl,
on
bye.
too long. Because it's like I'm in the middle of watching something and it all of a sudden, oh my god. So if it's going on too long, I'm gonna squirm anyway, whether it's
Squirm when you're alone.
yeah, because I'm not in that mindset in that moment unless I know I'm watching something that's gonna be like that. But if I'm watching something that someone was just
watching porn?
not,
you telling your story. You telling your secrets.
what are you saying? First of all, I'm an adult. Of course I watch it. But I'm just saying.
Mad at you, girl.
You on your own, girl.
Each and every one of y'all lying.
I'm just playing.
I
We
never
didn't have to say
answered.
that on. We didn't have to say that on the air.
Anyway. No, but I don't know. I was indifferent.
Tiffany's dad is gonna hear this.
We're grown.
He definitely is gonna hear this.
And we'll ask, like, what were y'all talking about?
No.
Who watching?
I don't know, Daddy. They crazy.
Who watching that porn?
You see Tiffany didn't say anything.
I don't
Right?
know, Daddy. They crazy.
Hey, you're one of those trash friends that like will leave your friend hanging, like let them hang themselves. And Tiffany be like, I don't know what happened to her.
And look. And then when you
You
come
wasn't
around,
like that when we was friends. I don't know. Like,
and then when you come around the family again, and they looking at you all sideways, like, what's the problem? I don't even know why they looking at you like that. I don't even understand.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
I don't know.
girl,
Let's
don't even
move
worry.
on.
They ain't seen you in a
Dude,
long
tripping.
time. You full of it.
Mm-mm.
All right.
So 2 out of 4 was uncomfortable, basically. Moral of that story.
Wasn't uncomfortable
Look.
at all. I was super happy for Uncle Clifford. I feel like I didn't see anything. I'm not against like 2 men having sex on screen. It's not something that makes me squirm. It's just like 2 women having sex or heterosexual sex. Sex is sex. Like whatever. Like it fit with the show. It wasn't just like, hey, they were
It did
out to
fit with
dinner,
the show.
Button, you
It wasn't a sneak attack.
yeah, they like you saw this coming. You saw that. I can't remember the other guy's name, but the rapper guy, he liked
Murder.
Lil Murder. Yeah,
Lil
Lil Murder liked Uncle Clifford. Like he even beat up his homeboy who was talking stuff because he was really trying to be with Uncle Clifford. So whatever.
Mm.
I'm not mad at none of that.
I'm
that's
not
fine.
either.
All
Right.
that
I'm with.
is
Actually,
fine.
this is the first time ever in life I'll probably ever agree with Jeff, and I think me and you agree fully with everything on this show.
I'm not mad at
Like,
any of that. I just didn't have
yeah,
to be
let
there
them
for the
all
ride.
find love.
I didn't have to be there for the ride. That's
Hello.
But my thing is, you would be there for the ride if it was two girls or if it was a guy and a girl.
Now,
socially accepted.
A guy and
Why
a
is that not
girl.
socially
For
accepted?
me, yes.
For me, it's not
Two
socially
girls.
accepted. It's not my norm. I've grew up around that. That's normal to me. This is not normal, so I don't want to see it. I'm not saying it's not okay for whomever. I just don't
agree.
want to see it. It's
So
not,
you're sensitive to it, or you're not. And when I say that, I mean like you're not desensitized to it because you haven't been around it.
yeah,
like
it's
that.
not my norm. That's not my life. That's not my that's not what's up in my life every day.
So I mean, I know this is a long shot, but like, you ain't been wearing masks your whole life, but you pretty quick.
Come on, man.
All right,
Yeah,
so somebody said something about the
Right.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They had
No,
the
you
30.
you adjusted. You adjusted to that fairly quickly.
Jeff, I'm with you for the first time ever in life. Just move on to the next topic.
Yeah, because that's not the same.
It's not the same. So
You knew it wasn't the same.
That's what I wanted you to say because I want to know why it's not the same.
I really.
Everyone's wearing masks.
Because we're heterosexual.
No, wait. Everybody and their mama, kids, old people, cats, dogs, everybody's wearing masks.
We're speaking about the adjustment, though.
Everybody.
That's a good point.
How can I adjust if everybody ain't doing that? I have to adjust because everyone's doing this. I don't have to see this every day. This is not in my life every day. It's nothing to immediately to adjust to. This is happening every day. I walk outside, it's mask. That's every day. That's an immediate adjustment. This is not immediate. There's no immediate adjustments to this because I don't have to see this every day.
That's a good point.
I
don't think I've ever told Jeff that. That's a good point.
I don't see it that way.
You just said I adjusted to it immediately. How did I adjust to it immediately? Because it was something that happened immediately.
Red getting real cozy.
Every day, everywhere. It was
He's yelling and flailing his arms, and I already know where this is going.
This right here. This right here.
Same.
It's not.
Wait for it to be over.
So something has to be like everybody else has to be doing it in order for you to adjust to something.
Well, maybe this is the slow transition to that. You know,
it's extremely slow. It's moving at a glacial pace, and I wanted to
stop now.
It was very. Listen, I've watched some shows. I've seen like How to Get Away with Murder on ABC. Like basically, watch 3 men have a threesome. Like it's been all kinds of stuff. Right? It didn't show anything, but it was different, and it was like, oh, I was a. Dad.
Oh, well, never.
It was some damn good acting, and there was too much for me.
Bro, there's no. I thought this at that very moment.
It was some damn good acting.
There's no way you could not. You have both of them have to be gay or bi.
The Little Murder is married with kids, I think.
Hey, what?
Married. I don't know if he have children, but he married for sure. That's some damn good acting.
No, that's his craft. He dedicated to.
Okay, fine. I got you. You know what was too real for me? The spit.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
I didn't. I woke up thinking about it the next day.
Why?
I did not.
They trying to be realistic, I guess. I don't know.
Baby girl.
Jeff, you ain't never spit.
So, somebody said
Yeah, we
something
might as well
about
change the subject.
somebody said something about Fresh Prince and the 30th anniversary. What's going on with
Yeah,
that?
we might as well change the subject because
This nigga done lost their
that
mind.
that
All right. Well, moving right along. Something that brought me joy today as I was scrolling through Insta was it also made me feel old, but
What
Will
you on?
Smith posted that it was the 30th. Shut up. First of all, younger than you. But it was the 30th anniversary of the
we
very
all are, girl.
of the very first episode of The Fresh Prince of
South
Bel-Air.
Park, gray
And
hairs.
so with this announcement, he posted a picture of all of the cast, what appeared to be on set. Everyone looked great. Everyone except Uncle Phil or James Avery, of course, because he's no longer with us. And if you swiped right, there was a picture of him and the Miss Janet Hubert, the thespian herself, who was the original Aunt Viv. And they were talking, like it looked like they were talking and smiling. So it was good to see that because it had always been rumored that they didn't get along and she left the show because of that.
Wow,
And even recently,
wow,
he said some
that's
things. So
crazy.
that really, that warmed my heart. And so he said that there is something in the works for a reunion. I don't know if it's going to be like an
That's
actual
crazy.
scripted thing or what, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be on HBO Max. So that made me
Throw
smile
Jeff out.
Dang.
today.
You know how much that I guess Will Smith in general has been a part of my childhood. Now that I think about it, right? Like that
Y'all grew up
show,
watching it.
yeah. And not even like it wasn't just a show you grew up on, right? I remember us like constantly watching it over and over again in
Over and over.
college. Yeah. Like that's
People always try to have that conversation, like what's better, Martin or Fresh Prince? And as a kid growing up watching that, it's Fresh Prince hands down for me.
oh, I as
Right.
a
Relate
kid,
more
I
to
I
it.
agree.
Yeah, but like now
I
as a
definitely agree.
For me, Martin was a little bit over my head as a child. So like I wasn't getting those like the sexual jokes or like the kind of like slightly inappropriate things that you would hear in Martin. Watching it now, Martin is amazing. And I don't
I
necessarily
still
have
laugh
to,
out loud at that.
To
yeah.
be fair, Martin's talent far exceeded. Not saying Will Smith was incapable of it. His show wasn't, didn't allow him to do 4 or 5 different characters. But
Mm.
I can easily say I appreciated that as a child. Like I knew it was Martin, and I was like, oh, here comes Martin as somebody else,
Mm.
right? So I could appreciate those things, but as far as being relatable, because I think I started getting to the point where like we was watching Fresh Prince in like what middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I related to Ashley a lot,
Mm-hmm.
or like the whole interaction with the parents. That was a big thing, right? And shows like that was a big deal for me. I That's probably why I liked Sister Sister or Family Matters, right? I could relate to
It was
the
representation.
Mm-hmm.
right. I could relate to the oh damn. Now you be going back to your argument of what you had earlier about this P Valley stuff.
That's why she
Representation
dropped that
matters.
word again. She just
Yeah,
said
yeah. She made me walk right into it. I get it now, I guess.
Representation matters.
yeah.
Girl, bye. I get it.
And in the same token, just on the subject of old shows, it's funny to me to go back and watch stuff that was over my head at that time. Like I rewatched Living Single, and now as an
Oh,
adult, a lot of stuff they was going through,
Y'all
like,
keep
oh my
saying this,
god,
so
like
I don't think I can do it again.
it to
It's
rewatch
good.
it now is
I don't
like,
think I can do it.
dang, okay. Like of course, I thought I knew, and I was laughing and all that when it was going on, and I was interested. But to rewatch it now and to have a perspective on it as an adult, it was different.
You would get the like the laugh out loud funny joke, but we didn't get the like that undertone joke.
Subtle, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I love watching those shows now because
Mm-hmm.
seeing it as an adult to truly understand what was going on, I'm like, oh, this is funny.
Yeah. So,
I said I was
what
gonna
is
try it again.
you should. Shit.
Living Single was good. Max was everything. She was hilarious.
I can relate. I can relate to her more than I thought back then. Because back then I was like, Max is just evil. And as an adult, shut up, Jeff.
But yeah, I mean, watch it now. You're gonna see, or even like, and this actually goes into something that Tiffany had brought up. But even like watching Regine's journey and her dating and her like not being able to find consistency and all of that was like interesting.
Well, Regine was also looking for a rich nigga.
Right, but that was an aspect of it too. And like now as an adult, you know people who are like that and who, you know, that's one of their problems, why they can't be satisfied because he doesn't have this or.
That's a good point.
So you should watch it now. But
all right, before we wrap it up, in regards to that I guess that was a good segue. Tip brought up a conversation about the whole theme or the phrase of "keep your man," or you know, that girl can't keep a man because of X, Y, and Z, or how to keep a man, or. So expound a little bit more on that, Tiff.
Well, I think that I'm not sure what we were talking about, something that made me question this about how women are often the ones who are blamed. And like, say that you're in a relationship and things go south. The comments are like, oh, well, she can't keep a man, as if the woman is the problem. It lays the blame at a woman's doorstep when, you know, oftentimes the dude could just be trash. Like I'm not saying that women can't be the problem, but go ahead.
Sorry, real quick. I've actually heard a guy say like, "Oh, like yeah, the woman is still the problem, even if the guy is trash, because she let him in her life." I've heard that before. So even if the guy, like, it's almost like the woman is this like foundation, this platform type of thing. You let him come. She's the bouncer. She's the bouncer, and you let this wild nigga into the club. Essentially,
Yeah.
You let him.
You're still
basically
you're still to blame because you knew he wasn't trash.
I mean, that kind of goes in the same aspect of like the whole courting situation. Women are not going to go and pursue men. So, you know, from that
2020, baby boy.
Not 2020 my ass. These two niggas on here right here won't go pursue a man. So 2020 that.
I'm not.
Whoa. You talking about who two? Me and Soraya. I'm assuming.
Yeah. So I'm not. So
you right.
Okay. Right. Well, what you talking about 2020 then?
Because women do pursue.
Not many.
Well, hold on.
Not many.
Your whole friends. The dudes who you like, man, he got all the hoes. Go read his DMs. Ask him to see his phone. Read his DMs. Women throw themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my guy was talking about this the other day.
So.
Wow.
In this culture now, I'll come back. In this culture now, with jumping in DMs and all that.
Yeah.
To bust it open, everybody doing that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Well, that's how you get the ball rolling, apparently.
What?
My friend had a status on Facebook about like, do women pursue men? And so many women. I read the comments. It was over 200 comments about how I slid in my husband's DMs. I hit him.
I've heard that before. That's trash.
Women are out here.
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna say it's not any, but I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say it's not. I'm not saying there's not any women, but 80% of them ain't jumping in DMs for sure.
I don't know where you got that.
80%?
I feel like that's a
I don't
personal.
either.
Like I don't.
Yeah, it is a personal. It ain't nobody's statistic. But
no, you reaching with that number, bro.
So you think more than 80%? You think
I think way less. I mean, sorry.
So
say it again.
You think the 80% needs to be lower?
So 80% of the women in the world, I say they're not jumping in DMs.
You think 20?
Oh, right. I think that should be flip flop. I think it should be maybe like 75% of. I think a lot of women will go for it nowadays because that's accepted. That's a thing now. But not me.
However, I don't. Agree. But
I'm telling you, I have seen it. I have read DMs like, "Oh, you wow. Oh wait, okay, wait a minute. We gotta check these hoes." Like,
No, you wild.
I'm telling you, it's
Yeah,
a very
I don't agree.
I think it's a lot of women out there, you know,
Absolutely.
setting the plays.
mm-hmm.
Why? First of all, with social media playing a part in that, what you got to lose? What he not gonna answer?
However, back to my point with what
Hey,
Aaron
when
was
your
saying
point
about.
didn't go over, we gotta cut it off. That's fine. That's cool.
No, my point did go over, and any man out here is gonna validate that females like to jump into a DM to smash. That's Tinder. We ain't talking about that, but like actually pursuing a man, females are not pursuing men. That's not
Add
happening.
a man to this call right now.
That he's being pursued like by hundreds of women.
Right
So wait,
now.
when you say pursue versus
Like for-
Is he a millionaire?
try to be his
Yeah,
woman,
pursued for a relationship. Like women ain't
but
out
don't most men start because they want to smash? Like, isn't that how they pursue?
We're not talking about that.
Why are you yelling?
We're not
The
talking.
man's
Why
gonna
you
get the
yelling?
woman again.
We're not talking about that. Okay,
Why are you yelling?
we are not talking about that.
The play is the play, is what I'm saying.
So you jump in the DMs to smash. That's how you doing it.
I didn't
That's
say
how y'all
what I
doing it.
did. I didn't say what I
She
said.
asked,
That's what y'all doing.
no. What's
Ain't
the
neither
right?
one of y'all.
Excuse me.
Out of the three women, yes sir, out of the three women on this show,
Wow.
none of y'all are doing that. So like,
Bro,
So we represent everyone.
What Soraya
if
just
you
said.
talk about percentages, it's three women right here, and none of you all are doing any of this. So if I can go out and widen this net, it's not going to be that many more. Like,
What
No,
Soraya
Jay.
I'm
was trying to
involved,
say.
so that's why I ain't doing it.
What
well,
Soraya
they be
just
doing
said
it anyway.
was that the woman alley-ooped her own relationship.
She threw herself the oop.
She threw herself the oop.
You set the play. That's it.
You gotta be
Where's
a
the
bad one. Like,
Where's the lie?
I threw myself the oop.
You threw
You
him the
gotta
ball.
finesse
But
it.
actually, you threw him the ball. He threw it back to you, and you dunked that bitch.
Easy work.
On a Tuesday.
So
It's a lie.
why
It'll
y'all
be
gonna,
hard.
as these lies are continuing to flow out?
Yeah, like I'm not even trying to be funny. Like I know, like I'm dead serious.
It happens a lot.
I know,
Jeff.
I know, guys. I know there are women out here that are doing it, but there's not a high percentage of women out here that's out here
That's
courting
a
men.
lie.
Let me just tell you a few things why I think that that's wildly incorrect. There's more men than women. It's not a lot of great men, right? So
I disagree with that.
well,
You said it's more men than women?
I'm sorry, it's more women than men. I misspoke. Sorry.
Right. Yeah.
Women are having to put themselves out there in very
Out
different
there
ways.
to get chose.
They're having to be the pursuer because
Girl.
they don't want to sit in the back and it never happened for them.
Girl.
So yeah, I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm gonna slide in
And
deep.
you know that.
And I'm gonna tell him that I could fucking cook every meal he ever wanted, dance how he wanted me to dance, all that type of stuff, because you don't want to be lonely.
Well,
I'm telling you, these women do it. They slide in DMs so quick. Like even when a nigga's involved, I could treat you better than her. I could do X, Y, and Z better.
First of all, I'm gonna say this: nobody cares because everybody is going TYB if necessary. Literally, I think people done got to the point where they're like, "I'm gonna take what I want, and I'm gonna go for it." Especially women, since we're not outnumbered. We outnumber them.
Correct.
By a lot.
So yeah. And FYI, so keep in mind, right, statistically, they say that Black women are the most educated group now in the United States. And the more educated you are as a Black woman, the less likely you are to get married and have children.
factual.
So what do you think? What do you think they're doing, Jeff? You think they're literally sitting there waiting for some guy to come along who's
They're doing the
supposed to?
same.
No,
They bringing over
no.
plates of food
Stop
and
it. Cut it out.
They
Cut it
doing the
that's
out.
what they're
same thing
doing.
you doing.
Oh,
Jeff,
I
Have you
had some
eaten
extra
today?
stuff. Did you eat? I'm gonna bring it over.
I was
yeah,
at the grocery
exactly.
store, and I know
Jeff,
you like steak, so I
right.
bought you
Jeff,
some
Jeff, you can
Wagyu
cut this
beef.
out now. I'm gonna tell you why. Jeff, the funnel, I call this a funnel, right? Right. You have this successful black woman, right? The more successful she is, she's at the lower part of the funnel, right? That's the less likely she is to find a successful man that can match her status, right? But the funnel is much wider, right? For a man who's educated, has his stuff together, has money, right? He's successful. It becomes wider, right? His funnel is wider. Whole bunch of bitches come around, right? For him. But for a black educated woman, it's very, very, very slim that she'll probably find somebody who can match her status. Now, does that mean that, Frank, who work at McDonald's, that's not saying he don't want to get on, but is that realistic that they're going to end up together? Probably not. That's not saying that, people don't like actually, like try, but we talking about on some like, now I'm talking about on some like serious stuff. It's not going to happen. Successful men get the wider part of the funnel.
Pick of the litter.
They got the pick of the litter. Yeah.
Exactly. It's your pool. Matter of fact, it does not work. It does not work the other way around, which is why I disagree with the fact that you said you think 80% of women are not jumping in DMs. That's a lie.
You went up 5%, my dude. What are you saying? You said I think it's like 75%.
I misspoke. Don't do me. Don't do me. I thought he was. I thought he was saying something else.
That's good. Right. So
attitude.
Spicy, I'm serious.
Because y'all talking crazy. Y'all talking crazy.
Look, he ain't got nothing to say.
It's nothing else for me to say. I have a lot of single friends.
You know about these statistics, so I don't know why we even talking about this.
So where am I do this homework at? I have a lot of single friends, and they jumping in DMs to smash, but ain't nobody trying to do nothing serious.
No, you can leave with that. That doesn't mean that's what you're trying to do. And I know
you leave with that with a man and watch how far I get you.
I'm not doing it. So
leave with that with a man and watch how far I get you. It's not gonna get you nowhere.
I'm not doing it.
And everyone and all females know this. It's not gonna get you nowhere.
Why are you yelling?
I want you to hear me.
I don't think that all
I
women
hear you loud and clear. I'm just saying.
Strictly off of sex, though. I don't think that that's the approach. I think that can be the approach, but I think oftentimes women jump in like, "Hey, you're cute," or "Hey, I think that I'm interested in you." Like I've seen it.
Like what I got to lose?
My own eyes.
Fuck.
I'm telling you. Like
never said it's not happening. I just don't think it's happening to the rate that you all are saying it's happening.
Jeff, we know a guy. We know me and you, Jeff, know a guy that this happens to often, and I have been with said guy and seen it happen. And you know who I'm talking about, and you know it happens.
And I know what it's about too, and it ain't about.
But it's probably starting off that way, but she want more.
It ain't going nowhere though.
That ain't her mindset. That's for him. It ain't going nowhere, but she just know I'm getting that.
Sorry, you might be on your own for that one.
It ain't going nowhere.
Hold on. Same guy gave me his phone to respond. Baby girl didn't approach him off a strictly sexual thing. She came at him on some, "Hey, I'm interested in you. I liked you. I saw you doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm trying to see what's up. I'm trying to see, are you interested?" I'm like, well, just let her off nice. So she like, you don't have to be mean. Just,
y'all know we don't agree on relationship conversations. So.
All right. So you said you had some stuff to promote.
Just a couple of announcements. First, they've opened the nominations for 40 Under 40. And
Y'all should nominate me.
Or me.
That's a no for me, dog.
Hey.
But anyway, so 40, as they say, dope young professionals under 40 who are experts in this.
Is this for Forbes or is this
Oh,
for
like
somebody else?
Cranes?
This is the Michigan
Oh,
thing.
Cranes? Okay.
Yeah.
Cranes 40 under 40.
Yeah. So the nominations are open basically for that. People who are excelling in their field, whether it be lawyers, influencers, beauty, healthcare, crafts, any of that. And the deadline is September 30th. So you can Google or
Got 20 days.
nominating anyone.
Y'all should nominate me.
And look at that process. Also, something that I didn't know about, and this was brought to my attention last weekend. I was out with my friends having brunch, and I saw, hey girl, I saw
Tiffany, was you
some
invited?
tours happening.
You know, I was in the street.
Grow up.
Tiffany was at the bounce house that she didn't invite us to.
No, because that was Monday.
That was Monday.
That was for sure Monday.
That was Monday.
Hey, the fact that your only response was that it was a different day.
Right.
Now you didn't invite us.
Still didn't invite us.
Well, y'all was brunching. I saw y'all pictures. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I was out anyway, but still, like, I would have liked to politely decline.
Well,
sounds like somebody else we know.
Move on.
What I saw was some tours going on, and this was something that I didn't know that they were doing downtown or just in the city in general, but they have tours where they show people around to different sites in Detroit, different murals, different statues, and then they even have some neighborhood ones. So this is Detroit Experience Factory, and it reminded me of like when I lived in New York and you would see these walking tours and they have the guy with the mic or the woman with the mic. Oh, this is who built it. This is the history of it. And I thought that was so dope that like they're doing that in Detroit, because I know a lot of times people hear about Detroit, they don't think that the city has much to offer. So if you have people who are visiting or having, once Corona's over, or have any like questions about it, and even, you know, for myself, there's a lot of stuff that I haven't seen or don't know is something I would be interested in doing too. So it's the Detroit Experience Factory, and it is free. Donations are accepted. They ask for donations anywhere from $5 to $50.
We're all going.
That's a range.
Yeah, we should go. They say
we're
going. Like social distance. You can bring your headphones so that you can hear, and you don't have to be like bunched together and connect to, I guess, to hear it. So I thought that was a dope idea. So that's online at the Detroit Experience Factory or on Eventbrite. You can book the tours as well.
We're going.
Okay.
Let's do it before it gets too chilly.
Actually, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, today's weather was so cozy for me. I loved it. I really liked this.
First of all, my mom went to a doctor's appointment. She had on her little turtle, you know, me and her like the little black turtlenecks, and she gonna walk out. First of all, I was about to be like, Jeff, if you about to show a picture of my mom in a turtleneck, like
where did he get this from?
Like, I don't know, but I was like, Jeff, if you're about to be on some bullshit, like we're not friends anymore. But yeah. So I told her, I was like, I don't trust you. I was like, is it like that cold? And she was like, no, it's pretty cold. And then I like stuck my hand. I was like, I was like, that's Aaron sweater weather.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Crisp.
Yeah.
I gotta put out all of my like fall and winter.
Yeah, I gotta do that too. I'm
really looking forward to wearing a really nice trench coat, because I'm buying a new bitch this time. A really nice trench coat, and then in the winter a really nice pea coat, maybe like navy blue with some gold buttons or something. Yeah.
I asked my daddy to buy me a Burberry trench coat the other day.
Ooh.
Girl, I think I'm about to buy one. I keep looking at them. Like, I've always wanted one, and I'm like, how long are you gonna go to the store and stare at the same shit? Like,
just do
go
it.
on and buy it.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and hand them your card. You'll be fine.
I might, because that's one thing. If I had to pick like 2 or 3 things that I've like wanted for a long time, it was a Burberry trench coat. Like, and
I actually might be able
now
to help you out with something. We'll talk.
now is the time. Excuse me?
You got deals?
What was it?
Uh, we'll talk offline.
Mm.
It's no
Mhm.
booster stuff or nothing because I don't live that life. But
I know you don't.
I mean,
Actually, I know you take your brand seriously, girl. First of all, I
If
told
you got
Tiffany I was
deals, you
going.
can share with everybody.
No, no, no. I told
and we gonna
Tiffany
all
I
have
was
a
like,
Burberry trench coat. I'm just saying.
I told Tiffany I went to Egypt after her. She was like, I need you to stop at the Louis Vuitton store in the airport in Paris because I had a layover in Paris. And she was like, I need you to stop there to get me this, this, and this purse. It looked like this, and I'm like, okay.
She asked for not one, not two, but 3 handbags
No,
out of the Louis store.
no. She asked for one. She asked for one handbag, but I was like determined.
it's like a list.
I was like, okay, I'm on a mission. I was like, so now I gotta buy a Louis Vuitton handbag, and I gotta actually hold on to this bitch for 10 days. I gotta make sure no one steals it from me.
I was super concerned. Like she's gotta like
Yeah,
keep it in her luggage and like make
yeah.
sure it's like hidden.
I was
And
gonna have
maybe
to
she'll
leave
be
it
able to bring my
in the
box bag.
hotel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
she ended
I
up
think
buying it without me.
yeah.
So thank God. I
Wow,
was
man.
relieved when you was like,
It
I
was
got
like
it
your
already, and I was like,
responsibility.
thank you, Jesus. No, no, because if it's gone,
Mm,
I can't
what?
recoup that. You like I'm not about to give you that money.
No,
Man.
baby.
Oh, she got it.
but who me?
Big
I
boss over
didn't
there got
then.
it.
Mm.
Stop it! Don't
Big boss
She
start
said
over
I
that
there.
didn't
shit.
then, but ask me now.
Yeah,
I'm rolling.
boss got it now.
All right, y'all being petty. Keep it moving.
You see how now it's like, you know what, Aaron, just go ahead and buy it. Now it's just before it was like, girl, you ain't got it. Let's not do it. Now it's gonna go.
What the fuck? She never said I didn't have it, asshole.
No, he's talking about you.
Talking about you and your Burberry trench. Like before, it was like, no.
Oh,
Now it's like,
nah.
well, I can just do it now.
No, I'm not gonna say that. It was more so like you ain't got no damn business spending like
Now
that
you
much
do.
on a fucking
And,
trench coat.
and why do you? Cause you got it. Fuck with E, you know she got it. Fuck with E, you know she got
My
it.
life is a little bit different now.
You breathing
Hell.
different.
Pockets fatter.
Look,
Pockets
look,
Right.
look,
Next.
you got money to fold and that don't jingle.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and drink your drink, sis.
I hate all 3 of y'all.
Soraya, health for the culture.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, in light of upcoming elections, I thought it would be a good idea this week to highlight something that one of our Democratic candidates is doing or looking to do. Senator and Vice Presidential nominee Kamala Harris has proposed a bill that would put $30 million a year from 2021 to 2025. That seems like a lot of money, but it's a good cause. Into the National Institute of Health to expand on uterine fibroid research and create public education about it. So a little background on that. Uterine fibroids are non-cancerous growth
I do.
on, what? You talking to somebody?
Oh no, I was saying
Just hit you with a
I'm
yes
sorry.
no.
Oh, okay.
I know what fibroids are.
Yeah, this is for
go
everybody else.
ahead.
Community.
Yeah.
I know.
But so they're non-cancerous growths that grow on the uterus, which is, in layman's terms, the womb where babies grow, and it affects about 26 million women in this country alone. It's the leading cause of hysterectomies, which is removal of the womb, thus making you infertile. And it affects Black women more so than anyone. Black women are more likely to get it at a younger age, have larger fibroids, and have more as far as quantity. So this is really something good. Hopefully, if it can pass, that will potentially, one, make people more aware. The symptoms are things that most likely get overlooked. It's heavy bleeding, pelvic pain, as far as miscarriages and infertility. And a lot of times when that's going on, people don't really think that it's something like that. They either avoid it because they're scared or they think it's normal. And it's actually something that could be removed or could be managed. So I
It
think this is
causes
great.
swelling in the stomach, doesn't it?
Yeah, it can cause. Sometimes if they get that big, you can actually see them. Like it can look like you're pregnant and you're not. They can be big.
Right. Yeah, yeah. So I
Basketballs,
was,
tennis balls, golf balls, they vary in
uh-huh.
different sizes.
Yeah, so
This
I
is
was going to
something
add to that
for
because I actually worked with women before, and they, it looks like they have like some kind of like swollen stomach or something like that, but they have a fibroid issue. And I mean, it's all about finding out because some women, just accept certain things like, oh, I can't lose this weight, or whatever you think it is, it might not be what you think it is.
exactly.
So
And it's
yeah,
happening when you're
yeah.
younger. Who knows? You wouldn't think it's like that. So,
Hmm.
I thought this was good to bring up, especially for those people those what are they going to do for us people who don't take the time to look into it, but they're always complaining about candidates. I see Aaron's nostrils flaring. But there's a lot of those people, so it's like, well, look at what they're planning to do for us as women, us as Black people, us as a culture, us as people in general. So that was something good that she's doing.
FYI, they have a 40-page plan, which
Oh
I
yeah,
do plan on. I
I
plan on reading.
started
I
it.
just want
I
to throw
didn't
that out
finish
there for
it.
now.
Yeah, I started.
I
I
plan
didn't
on
finish.
reading from start to finish. It's a
Ice
40
Cube has one
page.
too.
All right, let me wrap this
I
up. Hold
He
on, let me
does.
wrap this up.
Yeah, yeah.
So, in
Sorry.
conclusion, though, I wanted to bring that up for Health for the Culture and bring that up as something that they are doing, and just continue to always encourage people to get checked if you're having any type of symptoms or risk factors, which are very simple risk factors: overweight, a family history, and if you don't have any children, you're actually more likely to have them. So I want to, yeah, hi, raising my hand for all three of those. So I want to encourage people to get checked out if you're having any type of symptoms, and pay attention to what the candidates are doing for your health, because moving forward, we have to preserve our well-being and our culture. And that's it. So carry
Okay.
on.
Anybody else got anything else? No. All right. I got a couple of things before we get out of here. Detroit is the New Black has an event coming up. I'm gonna share my screen. It's called Black Vote. It's a casting call. I guess they're doing. It says it all begins with three Black creators from Detroit. Michigan founder, curator, and designer of Detroit is the New Black. They are. I guess they're producing. I guess a new collective or whatever the case may be. It's in honor of the design and core, and it recognizes all the design history and things of that nature. And within the 10-year anniversary of Detroit's Design Month, so that's going on, and they have a casting call on this Saturday, September 12th, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And then also they have something else where I guess they did some type of release of like Detroit brands. It's a brand opening lunch party where they're promoting these 5 different Detroit Black owned. Well, I don't know all of them are Black owned. I know this one is Black owned. This one is Black owned. I think this one and this one. I'm not sure about this one. Let's find out. But promoting just different Detroit-based companies, and I thought that was pretty dope that they're doing that. So just something to check out. That's going to also be this Saturday from 12 to 4, and you can get all the information on their Instagram page. So just some different things that are going on within the city. I just want everybody to kind of, take a look at it and maybe check it out if you can, especially check out some of these different local brands and local companies. I actually shop with this particular company, got some different products, and it's pretty good. So something to kind of look into. So always looking for different ways and different avenues to kind of support support things that are of Detroit and in Detroit. Other than that, if you all don't have anything else, it's been a blast as
Did you say
always.
this?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Did you say this was Detroit Design Month? What did you call it?
They said it's like they're celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Detroit Design Month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you said that. Okay. Nice.
So
Sorry.
that's cool. Maybe somebody else didn't hear me also, so glad that you asked. But other than that, if you all don't have anything else for the people, we appreciate you tuning in as always. I am Jay Liggs. This is your culture, so be a part of the cure. Peace.
Peace.
All right.